Yes, I know this isn't Geometry Dash, but you have like no expression of what you're trying to say in Geometry Dash, so you have no idea what emotion I'm conveying, and there's so much more expressiveness in VR. So I'm using VR. Like outside of VR, it's gonna feel like so empty. So, you know, I'm gonna play a game where I have an actual way to express myself, where you can actually know what the fuck I'm trying to say and how I'm trying to say it. I'm gonna start this off just by saying thank you so much for the incredible year you've given me on YouTube. This year has been by far the best year on YouTube I have ever had, and it's not even close. Not just views or subscribers wise, even though it is, but content wise. This year, in my opinion, I have by far made the best content I ever have before, and I hope I can improve next year again so I can just give you as much as I can. Because even though I'm still very early on in my journey, I know I can improve. This is my best yet, and I'm not sure if I like that fact. Because the fact that my best is barely making any videos, and those videos being made relatively quickly, is not a fact I like. I haven't been editing every day or anything. It's like a once a week thing maximum, and I want to change that. It's either once a week or whenever I have a big burst of motivation. For the 3 days before a video comes out, that's probably when my big burst of motivation started. I finish the video, I get it out. I want to change that. I'm not making any promises though, because I have made enough promises that I have broken. First promise I've broken is obviously the Doom video. The Doom video is, until further notice, being postponed indefinitely. Because I have reasons for this. Not the best reasons, but there's still reasons. Reason one, I lost motivation to edit it so fast. I was editing, and the way I edited it was every second would have at least 3 different asset switches or text things or something would happen. And I would edit for like half an hour and I'd think, oh, that's good, I got a lot done. I'll look back on it. And I got 5 seconds of footage edited, and it would be so incredibly demoralizing, and that would just go on until eventually I'd stop editing. Second thing is, it got to a point where it just wasn't worth posting the video, because the hype for the new Doom game just died out. And if I make the video, there's also going to be a Reason 3 thing, but I'm going to make it after the DLC comes out. That is the only way this is going to happen. But the third reason is when halfway through my editing process, my editing software, DaVinci Resolve, broke. I couldn't hear any audio. No audio was coming out. The sort of spectrogram bar at the side wasn't showing anything. And I got it fixed. But in the process of getting it fixed, I accidentally deleted a folder that contained every single voiceover in the video. And my motivation just died there. It was dead the moment that happened. That video was killed off the second I realised that I had no more voiceovers. It was just gone. So, don't expect anything coming from there, and I would like to apologise for that happening, because as much as I make excuses, it's still my fault that I didn't get the video done before that thing happened, because I could have got it done way before if I just kept editing and editing and editing. But as I have said before, YouTube is not my full-time job. It's something I do as a hobby, and I want it to stay a hobby, so I still find it fun. So I don't force myself to do it as much as I probably should. That's it for the Doom video. For Geometry Dash stuff, the Ultimate Mashup, wow, my brain is fried. The Ultimate Ripoff, the ultimate Ripoff is still being worked on. That is not done. That is not being cancelled or anything. That is still an ongoing project. In fact, I have the gameplay for the second part basically finished, and hopefully within the next few days, I'm going to start streaming the decoration process when I finish the gameplay and when I get a streaming sort of setup ready. So there's that to look forward to. Also, the Bloodbath rating clicks video. It is I can't do two fingers. Being worked on. It is being worked on. Barely. Because it is so fucking boring, believe it or not, to rate clicks in a Geometry Dash level. Crazy, I know. You never would have thought that rating inputs, single button inputs, and 200 of them would be boring. Who would have thought? Not fucking me, apparently, because I decided to go ahead with it. That's still happening. Eventually, probably, hopefully, maybe. Yeah, well, it's gonna happen eventually, whether that be within the next couple of months or within the next couple of years. I don't know, somewhere probably within that time frame, because God knows it's not coming out before that. As I was saying, this has been... Okay, I'm gonna say this again. This has been, by far, my best year in my history of doing YouTube ever, and I've been doing YouTube a long time. So, I'm not going to make any promises, but I will say, expect maybe slightly more videos. I'm going to say maybe, because I don't want to make more promises that I can't keep. I'm not sure if I can keep this one, but I'm going to try my best. That's all I'm going to say. With that said, I just want to say, I want to give a special thank you to everyone watching this who watched my GD Gangster Rap Part 1 and Part 2. Especially the Part 1. That video was my first sort of, not claim to fame, but it was my first video that did staggeringly well compared to everything else. It was the first video that really, really stood out in a view count. My first actual video, at least. And I thought it was going to stop. I thought it would stop. It kept going and going and going, and now it is nearly at 20,000 views. Thank everyone who watched this. Thank you all so much. It genuinely means the world to me. When I first saw that video, when I first saw the views going up and up and up, when it got to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, it just kept going and going and going, and it spiked again. I was unironically jumping for joy in my room, just yes. Oh, it was surreal. It was the best anything has ever done, and it still is. I think that was the perfect video. It was at a good time. It was at a time where nobody was doing the same thing, and it was a kind of video that I personally would watch. And the only reason I made it is because I was looking for the video. I was looking for a Easter egg breakdown of the GD Gang Up, and I couldn't find one. I was like, oh, it could make a good video. And it's exactly the kind of thing I should be making if I want views. Because that's a really bad way to phrase it. I didn't mean it like that. If I'm going to watch it, if I want the video and it's not made yet, I can assume that other people are also going to want to watch it. That's the goal. I want people to watch it. I want people to be entertained. That's what I want. And the fact that I was able to hopefully entertain 20,000 people, or cut off a bit for repeat watchers, maybe 15 to 17,000 people, that is still, to say it out loud, that is an insanely high number, and I want to thank you all so much for giving me that opportunity. I hope I do not disappoint in 2026. I will say, I have a number of videos in the works, emphasis on the works, in the works, on my other channel, which is technically my main channel, but also technically not, because this one is and that one's but on my non-Geometry Dash channel, I have about like 5 videos in the works. So if you want more content, which will mainly be probably VR stuff, but there's also going to be some other stuff there. I have a video on Buckshot Roulette, in the works, grey area, maybe phasmophobia, stuff like that, go there. This channel is exclusively for Geometry Dash because that's what performs well. Anything else I was just does not work. But these are just my first steps in YouTube. This is not my peak, and I will make sure of that. This is just the beginning. And I'll make more videos for people to enjoy. And I will hopefully make a lot of money from ad revenue and donation. I know I've said this a lot this video, but thank you so much for what you've allowed me to do. It's given me the performance of the GD Gangster video and every other video, the big spike I've gotten in views compared to everything else I've ever made. It is giving me actual motivation to make videos, which I just kind of didn't have before, which isn't the right way to look at it. It is a fundamental misunderstanding of motivation on my end, because I should be making videos no matter what if I want to be popular, but I just don't. I'm trying to fix that about me, but oh well. Thank you for giving me the motivation. Thank you for giving me a reason to make videos, to try and entertain people. Because I know this is said to death by every fucking content creator, but you make this channel. Every single person watching this makes the channel. And at this stage, more than ever. More than ever. Because I'm at a stage of popularity where I have an amount of people that consistently watch my videos to where it doesn't feel like I have like 2 viewers, but I can actually begin to sort of know them. It's not just viewer number 5 trillion for me, right? I'm not saying I know you personally. I'm not going to try and make that parasocial relationship. I don't know you probably, or maybe I do. But if you are a viewer, just remember, you are the reason I make videos. If you want to support me, all you need to do is watch videos, interact with them in any way. It doesn't matter if I get likes, subscribers, comments. I get notifications for all that stuff. It doesn't blow up my phone. I'm not at that stage. I get notifications for every time you guys do something. I've had notifications for subscribers about 3 times in the last week, and it has just made me happy. And hopefully my videos have done that in return for you. It's not a one-way thing. But as I said, these are just the first steps of my channel. I hope to grow so much more in the future, and I hope that every single one of you is able to go on that journey with me. You're not watching the journey, you are a fundamental part in the journey. Because without you, none of this is possible. So thank you all so much for an amazing 2025. And here's to an even more amazing 2026 where I blow up the moon. Did I improvise that? Why did I think of blowing up the moon? Lift off in T minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off in T minus 10. Ow.